What a ride! What a ride it has been, from 0 to 50,000 subscribers, with actually from this big camera to smaller one over there, even the smallest one, to all of these. Yeah, but one of these has gotta go. One of these has gotta go to one of you, because today it's a 50,000 subscribers special. But you gotta watch till the end of this video to find out how you can actually enter, because it's not gonna be the typical like and subscribe below. But for now, let's return to 2.5 years ago when I actually started this channel. I started with just a camcorder, Canon Vixia, because at that time I didn't have any great smartphone. I had the big DSLR, Canon 5D Mark III, but I didn't want to use that because there's no autofocus. It's very big, it's very heavy. And at that time for me, it was actually pretty difficult to use. Plus, I didn't even know what direction the channel was gonna go to. So that little camcorder, Canon Vixia, did the trick. And then I got my first smartphone gimbal. And then I upgraded from Canon Vixia to Canon M50. That was actually the best thing I could have ever done. Suddenly things got so much easier with Canon M50. There are actually two questions people are asking me all the time. One is, why you didn't go with Sony? And second question, if you went with Canon, why you didn't get something like Canon R? I actually have answers to that. When you start a YouTube channel, the first 1 or 2 years, you're gonna work full time, but you're not gonna make any money. Zero. Very, very tiny little to maybe buy a coffee. And then if you actually buy something like this, you're gonna even end up in a minus. You're gonna be in a debt. So the budget was a huge deal for me. I knew that if I'm gonna get this camera, it's gonna be only for YouTube, and that's what I really wanted. I wanted a little camera which I can strictly use on YouTube channel. I was not interested in doing any clients work, video work. When it comes to photography, that's all the client work I was doing plus stock. I already have other 2 DSLRs. At that time, I didn't plan on doing any video work for stock. That came much later. And actually for that reason, I got that camera over there, which is Canon M6 Mark II. And it's perfect, man. I use it for YouTube, and I also upload a whole bunch of stuff with it to stock. At this moment, with 50,000 subscribers, I feel like I don't really need actually anything else. But again, the same feeling I had 2.5 years ago with the Canon Vixia when I was starting this channel. So who knows what kind of feeling I'm gonna have in a year or two from now. Maybe I'm gonna say that I need something else at this point. And as I mentioned, I didn't know in what direction this channel is gonna go to. It actually kind of created on its own. You people created this channel by simply leaving the comments below the videos. I was reading them, I was responding to you, and I'm still responding to you, and I'm hoping that I can keep up at responding all your comments even to the future. So thank you. Thank you very much from the bottom of my heart. Why I didn't go with Sony? Well, number one, the budget was the issue. I already had all the Canon lenses. It was easy just to get a Canon camera fitted with that. Number two, at that time, I didn't know anything about Sony. So naturally, I got that camera I have, but who knows if I would continue with shooting wedding photography, and if I would continue with client work, taking photos for a client and doing also a video, maybe instead of having 2 separate cameras, DSLRs for photography and then this for video, maybe I would just sell it all and get one for everything. Who knows? I've seen other photographers do that quite recently. But again, I don't know anything about Sony, but I'm certainly not against trying it out. I'm not against just to test it out to see actually what that brand is all about. But right now, I'm super happy with what I have. And now to my smartphone filming obsession with all these. How did I get there? How did it all started? How come? Well, when I was traveling with Canon M50 and I had this in this beautiful camera bag, guess how many times I actually pulled out the Canon M50 of the bag? Maybe once or twice. I was always reaching to my pocket to get smartphone instead. Well, I'm a minimalist, so what I really like is that this is very small, very light. It's always in my pocket. I pull it out and I take photos. Maybe it is also because I took photos of clients for so many years and I worked with huge cameras and big lenses, and maybe I need a little break and just, experiment with this little thing. Who knows? Very intrigued and very interested in those smartphones because they are only getting better and better and better, and it is quite interesting to me to see what they can actually do. I still don't think of them as a pro tools. For that you need a real camera and lenses because it's all about the lenses, and simply just by having those 3 lenses on the phone you're not gonna reach that, but it's getting fairly close. And if you can work with extra lenses to even add on the smartphone, you can come up with something pretty creative. Every time I get a new phone, every time I get a new gimbal, I'm honestly amazed how it is progressing, how it is developing. I've seen some stuff. I've seen some apps recently which are about to come, and the stuff I've seen is simply amazing. And I honestly cannot wait until I'm allowed to show you. It's just, the stuff which is ahead is just mind-blowing. So which one of these gimbals is the best? I feel that if I give you an answer right now, I'm afraid that the answer will be wrong next week, because these gimbals are popping up everywhere and they are getting better and better. But I will make a proper comparison video of the gimbals I have right now, even though maybe the next gimbal I'm gonna get will be even 100 times better, because that's actually how fast they are making them right now. Would I film a YouTube channel with a smartphone? Not in my niche. I still need to use cameras and all those lenses. If I had a YouTube channel when it comes to, for example, cooking or just nutrition or something like that, then that's really what I would really need. A smartphone or some little Canon M50 camera, that's all you really need. But because I'm in photography and video where quality really counts and you need to show the best you can do, I also need to use the best I have around. I'm still very much obsessed with smartphones though, especially when it comes to video. I just want to see something cool, something new, something which is gonna blow me away. I guess what I want to say is that when I'm making videos, when it comes to filming with smartphones, those videos I make also for me. I really enjoy them. They are very awesome. I have fun doing those. When it comes to other videos, such as filming with this big camera and the lenses and all that and the technique and tutorials, those videos I enjoy as well, but they are mainly made for you. That's something you want to see on this channel. So what are the plans for this channel? What's the future of this channel? I don't know, but I know for sure that there will be a lot of videos about smartphone filmmaking, there will be videos about gimbals, there will be videos about photography and videography, some tech reviews. I'm gonna ease up on those a little bit though, and more likely some vlogs as well. That's fun, I like to do those. But for that reason, the life needs to go a little bit back to normal, to what we had before, at least partially to what we had before. So I can show you the sports I can do, so I can take you to amazing places and maybe give you advices and tips on filmmaking over there. But again, things need to go a little bit back to normal. So who can win this gimbal, which is Cinepeer C11? Well, whoever is subscribed to this channel. So if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. And then whoever leaves a comment. on my Instagram profile under this photo. And you can say whatever you want. You can put hi, you can put ahoy, you can share the thoughts, or you can tell me something about yourself. It would be great so I get to know you guys. And you have exactly 48 hours. So I'll see you, my friends, in the next video. Ciao, ahoy.